I think we decided to go on this tour because we hadn't been on one in 3 years, and we've been playing music in New York City, and I think it was about time. And also we're trying to develop some new material, so it was an opportunity for us to exhaust ourselves of the old material and put it out into the world and kind of have a finality to it. That way when the new stuff starts coming in, you know, we feel like the old stuff has been shared enough.
And at the same time, it's been really motivating to create new material and to hasten the production of like new songs, and we felt more comfortable out on the road trying out stuff that we were too conservative trying out in New York, and it's been really fun for us, and it's just sort of gotten the blood moving again, you know, to be getting fresh air in all sorts of ways.
Yeah, you play for a new crowd, and for the most part, if you're doing a new song, they don't know you, they don't know when you're messing up that new song, when you forget the change, you forget that, okay, the chorus, actually we cut the chorus in half, we made that shorter, and then one person will be playing the longer version of the chorus that we decided, you know, 3 hours ago to abandon. And everyone looks at each other like, oh, we forgot to make the change, but nobody notices. Not me, never me. But, you know, this is no diss on the audience, but they don't know the song, and they don't know that we're making a mistake, and it's a good opportunity to try it out, you know, and we see how people respond to it. Mm-hmm. We have a booking agent. I mean, you know, I think one of the things that's held us back from touring for so long is like, how do we do that again? We get on the internet and we find clubs in various towns, and we call them and we send a press kit, and I think to some degree we were all just like unable to cross that threshold, and like we know the clubs in New York, and so we could just call them up and book a gig.
Although we do have great management skills, but
we've developed management skills.
Who shoulders that? Evenly, all of you?
Not so much.
Don't be modest, guys. Come on, I do.
You know, it depends on the task, I think.
Depends on how passionately one of us feels about a certain task that needs to get accomplished.
And then they usually, unfortunately.
See, I felt passionately about the T-shirts. Now we have 250 of them, and they're like coming out of our ears.
We've had opportunities to do that around New York, but it would have required a lot more hustling, and chances are, you know, we didn't have the organization behind us with a tour manager, a booking agent, and a publicist, and so we pretty much decided to wait until we get enough momentum in New York to get a team behind us, so that when we could tour, we could do it right. And in some ways, we're incredibly lucky right now because we do have a booking agent who booked the tour for us, and a publicist, and we have a tour manager with us on the tour. And we wouldn't have had that several years ago. We paid a price by not touring, but like we assumed it would have been, you know, would have been much more challenging to get the gigs, to book them, to get any money, to get anyone in the door. And so, you know, that's the price you pay. I mean, we decided that at the time we weren't the type of people, like we didn't want to load in a van, sleep in a van, crash on people's floors. Like we didn't want to do that for prolonged tours. We did that a couple of times, but like everyone, you know, the tour has to suit the band. You know, everyone's in New York. You know, rent is so high. Everyone has jobs, and it's a real challenge. So we just focused really hard in New York City, which was our home, and made the gigs great and try to build momentum, which we were able to do with a lot of work and a lot of luck. And so now we have a tour that we have the support on. It's made life a lot easier, and it's been very rewarding. By making some noise in the local scene, like in New York, it took us, you know, we were having great smaller gigs for a long time, but it took having lines around the block to gain the attention for people to check it out and realize, hey, this is a good band. So it was just, you know, in whatever way it's possible to really get the word out, and you know, nothing grabs people's attention like
attention.
Exactly.